get your love? When I know who gets your love?
Bellow on the bellow.
I look at life in a different way. None of my niggas died natural.
What's good, baby? What's good? It's another episode of Smell the Roses Docuseries. I got another special guest coming up on here today. In a few minutes, he's going to chime in. Everybody know him and love him. And this is one of my, I could say, one of my big brothers. You know what I'm saying? This is sponsored by Make Yourself Hot, you know, so, you know, this is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I got a very special guest coming in tonight. And believe me, he's one of my big brothers. I love him to death. And we're going to get into that in a minute. You know, it's all love. It's all love. But just like I said, once again, this is another episode of Smell the Roses. You know what I'm saying? For all my good people out there, I love y'all, man. All my other guests that attend on my show, I want to say I love y'all too. And keep doing the glorious work that you do. Because, you know, it's not going to be unnoticed on my watch. And I want these people to understand that we have extraordinary people that's around, especially you. You're another one that's extraordinary. And it's all love this year, man. It's all love this go around. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, no matter what you go through in life, no matter how many people you love, that you think love you, and they may not act like it, or they may not show it, just love them. Keep your distance. You know what I'm saying? Stay away. I hope everybody have a good weekend. I hope you seen the fight. You enjoyed the fight. It was a good, hell of a fight. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. Some people went out of town and had a good time, and I hope everybody got back in one piece and had a good time, you know. But like I always say, this docu-series right here just about giving our brothers and sisters their roses while they can smell them, you know, and acknowledging the good work that they put out for the people. You know what I'm saying? That they continuously do, whether they know it or not, how inspiring they are to so many people. And I think they need, this is what this is for. It's all about just giving good energy to people, man. Just showing the love, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, once again, this is Make Yourself Hot, sponsored by Make Yourself Hot. And it's serious. So, this is one of my good brothers right here. And when he come in a minute, hey, there go my brother right here. Everybody, it's my nigga Primo.
What's up?
You hear me?
Yeah, a little bit. It's really shaky, but I hear you.
All right, how you doing, man? How is everything going with you, Primo?
Come on. Everything's going all right, man. You know.
This is my brother Primo right here.
I don't see nobody else. I don't.
All right, but don't worry about it. They normally come in later on and all that stuff like that, and it's kind of late, so it's like that. But it's still gonna be aired on YouTube. I'm gonna edit it up and air it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just want to have a little rundown. I want to talk to you, and I want to give you your roses, Primo.
Okay.
Because
all right. Thank you.
You raised me, Primo, and listen. Oh no, this is what this is about, Primo. This is an all love show right here. This ain't about it's ain't about it's about giving roses, man. And you deserve them from me, man, because you raised me and my brother Mike, you had to take us out when we was younger and stuff like that. And you always been a role model to us because you was into dancing and into the hip hop, doing the break dancing and stuff like that, and DJing and stuff like that. Doing a lot of stuff with the community, inviting me upstairs to your house. God bless Miss Tootie, and used to put the turntables on for us and scratching. It was fascinating to me.
Thank you.
You understand what I'm saying?
Thank you. Yeah.
So
yeah, I understand. I got you.
Whether people Whether people want to give props or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I want to give you a role as my big brother.
Thank you.
Someone I can call a brother that showed me a lot and taught me a lot. Whether you did it, you wasn't doing it for you wasn't doing it for the roses and nothing like that. But you did it because you really genuinely had love for us.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to do it. I wanted to join. I want you to join in on the show today because you're an extraordinary person, Prem. And you got a lot of I mean, we're not gonna get into that, but you got things that you're doing that's gonna blow people's mind, and you continuously doing it, Prem. But I just want to give you roses and this how much I love everybody.
Thank you. Love you too.
That's what this show is about. You know what I'm saying, Prem? And like I say, you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to I want to give a little rundown, like how you start, just asking those questions, maybe because it's inspiring people. I know we got a lot of cats, little kids that are coming up today. They want to be dancers, especially everything is going back to where it used to be. DJing and dancing, right? What advice would you give to these to the young people that's coming up now that want to do that?
That want to get into the rapping and the dancing and all of that stuff?
No, not the rapping. The rapping easy, but the DJing, because it's real. It's practice with that stuff. But DJing and like rapping and dancing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How was it for you how was it for you when you started? What was it like when you started?
Shit, I started from scratch. I started from the DJ and shit. I used to steal my sister's turntable and use her shit because I didn't have money for turntable. I used to take hers. And me and Lamique, we put our equipment together. Not really Lamique, me, Stephen, Tomcat, and Curtis.
All right.
Curtis, Curtis is locked up. Yeah, Kurt, he was down with us. And we go to Bebe House. Yeah, we go to Supreme House. Supreme had that big space. He had that big mansion. Yeah. And we put our equipment together. Yeah, one nigga had a mixer, another nigga had one turntable, another nigga had another turntable. And we started like that. And one nigga had a mic, and we all come downstairs and bug out. And just started, And my brother Stretch. We used to just, my grandmother bought me my first DJ set. Well, kind of like I started from scratch, piece here, piece by piece by piece. So I had the worst equipment in the world, but the way you get nice with it, I was studying on that garbage. So when I got on some good turntables, I was a monster with it. Then finally, when I started making money, I bought my set and DJ. And I'm going to show you something right now. Hold on. I went to my man club today. And hold up. And I went and got my 1200s today.
Ooh, you back, Brent.
Yeah.
You back, Brent.
Yeah,
wow,
me and Kazoo.
What brand is that? Techniques, no?
1200? Technique 1200. Yeah. Whatever you see, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, they use these. These. These cost like $1,000 a piece.
Yeah, I know about techniques, and it always stuck in my head because of you. Because of you, Prince. You always my technique. I know what was. But you always say, I got the techniques and that DJ talk.
Yeah.
But you always techniques. Dude, every time I hear somebody say some of my techniques, I think about you and your turntable. So
yeah.
So you back, Frank.
I'm good on. Yeah, I always had my set, but I just wouldn't put it together. But now I'm back on because now I got some stuff. I'm getting ready to do some parties, some podcast shows. I'm gonna be on, like your show and a couple of others. And I'm getting my groove back. I got my MacBook right here, so I'm ready to.
Oh, wow. See?
So
talk to him, Pring. And you're Pring.
So that, yeah.
I want you to see what you're doing right now, whether you know it or not. And that's why I want to
That's why I want people to know, like, to follow you on what you're doing. Because I'm gonna take your information down, like when you do the podcast and other things like that, where they can contact me and just talk. I mean, just to follow you, and you know, and then they can go from there if they want to know something. Because Preem is a very good brother.
Right.
Preem is a very good brother, and one thing about Preem, he don't mind sharing information.
No, not at all. Not at all.
He never been like that, Joe. So if he can help you, if Preem can help you, he will help you in any way he can. That's why I say, you know, I'm glad you joined the show today because you deserve this, Preem. Because a lot of people sleep on brothers like you, Preem. They sleep on brothers like you. Yo, but Preem, you showed us a lot about fashion. You showed us a lot about fashion.
Yeah.
Yo, Preem was the first guy to go, like I said, we're not gonna get into that for his thing, but Preem's the first guy in Brooklyn with K-Swiss. I watched people on my block laughing. They garbage. I don't know what them shit is.
Yeah.
Preem had them. 2 weeks later, Preem, the whole Brooklyn was wearing K-Swiss.
Yeah. Yeah. They used to call them 5-stripe Adidas.
Yeah, but that's just something small. What I'm trying to say, inspirational you was, and how ahead of your time you was. With a lot of things, right? With a lot of things, you was ahead of your time, man. And you wasn't doing it to try to impress nobody. You just had me knowing you. You just always had your own way of living. Like right now, if I'm not mistaken, you got a stick in your hand. You got that little stick in your hand. No. This is Preem right here, y'all. Preem.
Everybody know me for this.
So for some reason, that's a stick. Any stick, he snatch off a tree, and that's his man for the whole day. It give him a peace of mind, meditation off it, or whatever case. Preem, what does that stick do? What does it do for you, man?
Well, it ain't any stick. I don't get any stick. It's a certain kind of stick. They are very certain. They're very, very rare. They ain't any stick. It's just got to be a certain kind of stick. It's my little thing. And it takes time, hours and hours to find the right stick. But that's something else. Everybody trying to find out my stick, you know.
No, but what it done for you, though, Preem? What does it do for you, man? Is what I'm asking. If you don't mind sharing, what it done for you?
It's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. I've been doing this since I was a baby, and it was a toy for me. Back in the days, you know, when you had no money for a toy, my stick was my G.I. Joe and whatever. It was turntables. It was and it's a mental thing for me. So I block out the world and I channel in with my sticks, and it sound crazy, but I learned a lot with my sticks. Honestly, I learned how to write, DJ, dance with these fucking sticks. Yeah, it's like a studying thing with me. It's like a mental thing. Like you see the guys with the Chinese ball in their hand, or you see people that suck their thumb, or you see people that mess with their ear. It's the same thing with me, just with a stick. So it's a mental thing. It's a thinking thing. It's thinking. That's all. I ain't crazy. Everybody know I ain't crazy.
No, Preem, you far from crazy, Preem. Like you was a mad genius. If you ask me, you was a genius. You know, and they say most geniuses are crazy though. They got crazy 10 ways.
Yeah.
You were a genius to me, Preem.
I'm weird.
Yeah, Preem. For the dancers that like to do breakdancing, what made you start doing breakdancing? What made you get into that? Because you taught us all this.
Well, for one, everybody else was doing it. I was a soul trained head. Soul trained. But the breakdancing was first, the breakdancing, I was a breakdancer, but I wasn't really that good. I wasn't like Steph and all of them. But the electric boogie, I was good at that. I was good at the electric boogie, robots, and all that. That was my thing. Yeah. Me, Steph, and all of us. That was my shit. And I got soul trained. I was dedicated every Saturday. I would fight my brother because Tootie wouldn't let us watch it if we was acting up. And I'd fight, you motherfucker, cause of you, I can't watch no soldier because I was dedicated. Jeffrey Daniels, that was before Michael Jackson. They gave Michael Jackson the prize, but Michael Jackson was not the one that originated that moonwalk and all of that. It was Jeffrey Daniels and Shalimar and this group called Electric Boogaloo. I still got them on YouTube. I still got the old clips now. You can get now. I'm glad they got YouTube now, and you could. And man, and I learned from that. And it was contests back in the day. So like you got guys that sell drugs. You would thought that I was selling drugs, but I wasn't. I was winning dance contests. And back then, them contests was like $200, $150, and back then, $150 was like equivalent to what, $500 today. So I do like 2 or 3 contests. Yeah, so I do like 2 or 3 contests in one night. I got like $1,000 easy because I'm going to win. You know, the fuck about it. I'm going to win. You have to kill me. But I was nice like that. And me and my baby mother would travel to Harlem and the Bronx. And Angie. I look for flyers. See the flyer? Boom. Yeah, Angie. I hate to say my baby mother, the mother of my child. She doesn't like that. She might see this. Yeah. And and that was it. I started learning from like that, and then contests. And I love dancing. And it kept niggas off my ass. I had a lot of, back then niggas, Brooklyn and all that. So I knew the craziest of the craziest niggas, and they loved me. Stop me from robbing me and shit like that.
No, to this day, like I say, I've seen it. You motivated people to do that because a lot of people thought dancing, it was cool, but a lot of people felt ways about it. The gangsters, around our way, you had Steph, God bless Steph Soul. Steph was a bona fide gangster,
monster.
But he did. And when you and him battled one time, you kind of
got a lot of times.
No, I'm just saying. But the one time when you battled him at the block party, I was a little kid. I remember when you battled him, you broke out. Steph was doing his thing, and you broke out this. What was the name of that electric thing? You just stopped and you started.
The vibrate.
You just started.
Vibrate.
Yo, Prinny, yo. I remember that day like it was yesterday. The whole block party started running every which way. Yo, did you see what this dude just did? For my age. I was blown by. That's my man. He live in my building. That's he live in my building. Rights. Because you was our hero, man. And you still is our hero.
Block, Thanks.
You still is our hero, man, because you did these things, and these are things that you love, and these are things that certain people probably thought they were too cool to do at that time around our way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't feel like they had it. They didn't feel like they can. I'm too tough to do this, and I'm too tough to do that.
Yeah.
But you made it cool. Yeah. You see Top Brown right there. Top Brown said, "What's up, you friend?"
What's up, Top Brown? I see him. What's going on, brother? How you doing, Top Brown?
And that's another good brother right there. Top Brown always keep the positive energy. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, Prince, you made tough guys want to dance in our neighborhood. I know people in the Bronx. It was real heavy in the Bronx. Manhattan, they was really into the breakdancing and graffiti and the arts. But you brought that down from up there to us, Prince. You did that.
Right.
I didn't know nobody else doing it but you. That's why I say you deserve your roses. You set a trend at a time when dudes didn't even think it was cool to do this shit. You the first dude in our hood, Prince, with a scooter. I mean, electrical scooter. Everybody had BMX. This dude came from Harlem because he was doing a thing, and you came back to Brooklyn with a scooter, electrical scooter. Up in that block. Right. You get everybody before you started getting stingy. Give my shit back, taking up stairs. Then you had like 5 people. That's the pre-made shit. And you would carry.
And as soon as I leave.
They would carry this scooter.
As soon as I leave, my brother would take my bike. As soon as I leave and come uptown to Harlem, my Angie.
You know Rich.
As soon as I would leave, come up to Harlem, he'd jump on my bike and flying, and Angie called me, told me this nigga tearing my shit up with his big ass, flying up and down 4th Street.
Yeah.
Him and everybody else. Kazoo took my mini bike one time and ran into the gate to the fence. Remember? That guy lost his teeth. Ran straight smack right into 56. With my shit. So,
Hey, yo, big shout to my man Kazoo. You know what I'm saying? Because me, Kazoo, and my boy Prince, and I appreciate what you're doing for me, Prince. I'm not gonna get into that, but I appreciate what you're doing for me now to in this present day of including me into your major project. And we're not talking about it, but I want to say I appreciate you for that. Thank you.
Okay.
Even though
you know you my nigga, man.
Hey, yo, that's no K-Mel right there. Ron probably up there too, though.
Yo.
But listen.
Okay.
That's no K-Mel and Ron. Mills Low. But listen.
Mills.
Even though Kazoo had to brainwash you to call me in, I appreciate it.
No, not really. No, not really, because I always been fucking with you.
You a piece of crap for that, dog. You know you're supposed to call me and I got you.
No. Check it. You always been down, but just Kazoo was just kept verifying it, because, you know, y'all into the same thing, that video shit. So he's like, nigga, get these dubs. You know, I was like, you know what? You're right. So, and you always be hard to find, so don't try to sit there with the bullshit. You be hard to find sometimes, so I had to show you I wasn't playing when you seen us at the night meeting.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm not hard to find, Prim. I'm like you, Prim. It's like, and I get it from, like I said, you one of my role models that I grew up with. But you know how our minds work. Our minds work. We artists. We artists, Prim. So we think.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we put more on our plate than we can do. And you know, I got my family, I got my wife, so you know how she is. So I got to figure out ways to make sure my wife and my kids are straight, and then I can do whatever I want to do and be straight by doing it without worrying about what I gotta come home to. It's just be a lot, but she understands how good for her to come to your event the other day and see what it really is. So now she has an understanding, like, I bet. You know, she like you, Prince. Like, Prince, a good guy like Prince, so she like to meet the people that I be around. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you for putting me a part of that, and we're gonna do some. You know, I got your back, man. Like, you always have my back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just. Most people don't understand, like, what type of guy you are, man. I mean, they know, but they don't want to get it. And I want people to understand, like, don't go by what nobody else or whoever. If you know Preem, you love Preem. Everybody that know Preem, they love him. They love him. It's an instant connection. You know what I'm saying, Preem? And I want to give you that, you know what I'm saying? But Preem, I want to ask you a question, because you know this is real. And everybody know it already. Right? Because I got to ask you this. I know it's not one of the highlights of your story of your life, but it is a highlight of your life. I want my viewers to understand. I want my people to know. Because I said Preem. My boy Preem right here, for everybody that's watching this, was the first to ever battle Biggie. You don't mind me talking about that, Preem?
I guess all right. I thought you were going to say some other shit. I thought you were going to say some other shit. I was going to hang up on you. You know what I'm talking about, right? I was going to straight hang up. Huh?
Man, listen, you my brother. Listen, what was it like? What? You and Biggie, because I know both of y'all. Y'all go at it. What was the fuel that sparks y'all, man? Because not a lot of people don't understand, though, and it's why everybody need to get big. I mean, Premus Roses too, because you inspired Big, and people won't say these things like that. You didn't teach about a rap or anything like that.
Right.
You kept the pressure on him that made him sharper, and everybody I think will know that. You did that, Preem, because nobody was in battle. Nobody wasn't doing it. I don't even know if he was really battling too many people. But for some reason, he made his business to come down to, because I remember he had to come down to our hood looking for you. Where that nigga Preem at? I want to battle Preem. So we don't know what because you be roaming, Preem. You don't know if you went down there and forcefully started some bullshit looking for him to always battle. Because you know you go by yourself, Preem. You like, man, fuck, I'm battling this nigga right now. Go get your man.
You get your own crew. Well, see, I was doing parties though. We was doing a lot of parties at the time. Right across the street from his building, at church, and
at the temple.
they used to come over there. At the temple, at the temple. And I was that House of Power and we're pushing him. So I was doing parties, so he had known me for rapping anyway, or at least hosting on the mic. And I used to sell a King Capri tapes and the Ron G tapes. And I used to try to get some from it as the battle. You know, you battle me, nigga, I give you King Capri tapes.
Hold on, Brink. Before everybody, and this is another thing. Before we really knew was hitting with, and I'm being real, before we was even really hip to King Capri, Ron G tapes in my neighborhood. I'm not sure about the other neighborhood in Brooklyn. In our neighborhood, Preem was the first one bringing them tapes down here. That's why he was the go-to guy. If you wanted a Ron G or a King Capri tape, you had to find Preem to get the latest editions because he had to connect uptown, whatever. And he would come down. He would have these joints. I mean, shit nobody they tapes nobody even heard of, like new Law Finesse, freestyling. You had to. So that's why I say you gotta get your roast. You created so much. You did that, dog.
Okay. Yeah. Because you had to go to Harlem. You had to go to Harlem to get these tapes, or the Bronx, or go to the Party Live. And I used to go to the Parties Live because I knew King Capri, and I knew Ron G too. But I would go to the store. They had a store up here called Rockin' Wheels, and you could buy the tapes. So I buy them, dub them, and I sell them because nobody in Brooklyn had it. Nobody. I had Evil D's. I had DJ Star Child. I had Brewster B's. I had Rooftop. I had King Capri's. I had Doo-Wop. And niggas never had these tapes. And that was my money. That was my status. Yeah, Doo-Wop's, Evil D. Yeah. So,
a lot of people know. Doo-Wop said it true. Doo-Wop was something different. King Capri and Ron G, they different. They the masters of this. But Doo-Wop came with something extra when he came out with the Bounce Squad. He did something that people ran with to the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? I give him the props. Big shout out to Doo-Wop, Ron G, and all Preem friends. Preem know these dudes personally, and they know Preem and they gotta love him. But back to what we said, the big thing. What caused that? What caused that?
Like I said, we battled for the tapes. We battled for tapes and tapes and money.
He would battle you. He would battle you for a tape.
Yeah.
He would battle you.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, he battled me for the because I had the newest shit. And at that time, he wasn't really making no money. He was hustling. He was play hustling, but he wasn't, killing. But he was hustling. So I'd get some stuff off him, some money, some coke, something, and we'll battle. I battle. You win, I give you King Capri tapes. I win, nigga. You give me so and so and so and so, and I won a lot of times. Trust me. I wasn't leaving that block without nothing. That ain't happening. And they know we used to battle in the Chinese restaurant all the time. Right there, the Chinese restaurant next to the liquor store.
Yeah.
Right where the drugstore is at. And then, well, it's the drugstore now, but it used to be the liquor store. And then a couple of doors down, the Chinese restaurant, Namaz, right there. Or we used to battle in front of Abraham's on the garbage can on Grand Avenue.
Okay.
You know? Or at the parties. He used to come to my party. But at the parties, though, we never battled. To be honest with you, we never battled. I was DJing, and he used to rap. And I used to DJ while he rapped. We was cool, man. We wasn't cool on the streets.
Well, hold on. But did you know that, was that the first time you knew that this dude Big was nice? Or you've been battle him?
No, to be honest with you, he wasn't nice then. I'm telling the truth, no disrespect to him, but he wasn't nice then.
You was there. You was there.
Right.
It's documented. You was there.
Yeah, he was playing around with it then. He wasn't all of that then. He got better as time went on, as I started busting his ass. And then that's what he kept looking for. That's when he started looking for me. And then that's when he was getting better. And me, I had the same rap. He was making up new shit. I wasn't. I was just, same old shit. And it was working at every party. Until he came out, and then unfortunately the one that they got on video that you see me and him battling, that's the one that he whipped my ass on. He was ready for me that day.
Yeah.
But he whipped my ass that day.
I see that footage and it's circling all through the two Preem versus Big battle. It's very legendary. It's legendary. But you was starting with him, Preem. I kept seeing you on the mic. Yeah, like you always do. Preem, that's why I say, what thing about Preem? Preem go the button and he gonna break it out of you. And you kept going at it with him, going at it with him. And then y'all battle. You know what I'm saying? But like Forrest, like you say, y'all was cool. You and him y'all was cool though, right?
Yeah. We didn't have only time we had beef when it was coming to rapping, but we had no personal beef. Like, oh nigga, don't come down here. I used to come down here all the time. He come down here on the block. We never had beef. Never, ever. Personal beef, no. Just rap beef.
That's what I say, Preem. You gotta get your roses because if you pushed him to the limit. You pushed him to the limit. Not knowing that's what you was gonna do or how far he was really willing to go with this rapping thing. But by you doing that with the little battles and stuff y'all was doing, you pushed him. You know what I'm saying? You was letting him know, like, yo, listen, I'm gonna battle you, subconsciously speaking. I'm gonna battle you. But in his mind, he like, damn, I gotta start getting more prepared because it's gonna be more dudes than Preem that I might have to battle. So I believe that shit. I believe that shit work, and I believe you need to get. And they give you your roses, Preem. You look on all the YouTubes and stuff. Preem versus the only battle that's did because, it was only you at that time. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that you need to get your roses because you set the trend for that. You know what I'm saying? I thank God I was around to see it. You know what I'm saying? See that. You know what I'm saying? And that was a blessing thing right there. And I remember, like I said, I'm gonna give you roses too because you taught me how to hustle, Preem. I did not know. No, you did. No, I'm not talking about because you never, whatever you were doing was of course the waters. I was over there. I'm talking about far as like how to make $1 without sabotaging. Without something like that. You know what I'm saying? Preem, take me down. Before that, you used to take me down to a little spot downtown, and you used to do the deeds and all that shit. That was a hustle. But I used to be with you all the time. We used to go to Tid's crib, listen to music and stuff, and that's how I was learning. Like, it's more ways to get money. You never really got a chance to teach me that, but you wanted to. You wanted to show me, that's what you do. You get the money, like, you do this, you do that. You call it deeds, you do this, that, third. People don't have the time to do this shit, and they gonna pay you. And that was a hustle that which was the honest hustle. It was an honest hustle. I mean, you making so much money then, and they banned you.
Straight, they banned me that because I was making shit. I was making more money than the drug dealers was making down that motherfucker, man. I come on 400-500 easy. 300 was a bad day. Really was. Because real estate is big business. Real estate is big business. And I didn't know it at the time. I learned it by default. This brother taught it to me named Nasser. He taught it to me, and I was working for him, but then he had to let me go. He had to let me go because he had lost a contract with somebody, and he was like, "Yo, just go down there and help people, and they'll pay you." And that's what I started doing. And shit, I didn't know they was gonna be paying me like that. And they pay. I get a mortgage, a deed, a satisfaction. Before you know it, I became good at it because there's a lot of stuff I didn't know. But I was on the job training, and now I became a title searcher. Tell you who owns the property, when they bought it, how much they paid for it, and all that.
Yeah, I remember you used to have Jews pull up to grimy ass Downing Street at that time. Look at I mean, niggas with they like this, yo.
They had on the yarmulke. Where's Troy?
Troy. What the fuck you doing with Troy? What you bounty hunter some shit? You got. Okay. Like I said, you were showing us something. And you were just doing it out of the love. You wasn't doing it out of, See, those are hustles right there. People that get that type of money that you was getting were high. You never hid nothing from us, Frank. You never hid nothing from us. Like, come on in there. We was little dudes, and you would show us. Whether you want to stand there just to be accompanied with you, or whatever the case is, but you was showing us something. And that's why I say dudes like you have to get their roses, Frank, because you do you did so much extraordinary stuff for people, man. Whether you wanted to or not, in your mind, whether you knew you were doing it or not, but you was doing it. You know what I'm saying? To this day, like you made, you know, I stick to my rapping stuff because I didn't learn how to really do rapping until I was in your crib with the one mic and the turntable.
Okay.
You tell me to just make the mic and go, and you just go, like you just wanted something. Just to keep you going, and you did that, Prem. And that's a motivation. That's why I take this stuff serious, even though I'm not, I mean, I'm not looking at it for as the payday. I hope that I do get paid because I'm gonna put music out there to get paid for it. But if it don't, I'm doing something that I love. You know what I'm saying, Prem? And I owe that to you. I owe that to you, Prem. Like, for all of the Tomcat, the Bread, all of the Ron Royce, everybody that's rapping now. It's from you, Prem. And whether the person want to give it to you or not. I mean, like I say, Big made it. Big made it, but Prem was the driving force behind all of this stuff that people started doing. They don't want to give you that prop, Prem, but I'm going to give you props. You was the driving force. You was the Energizer Bunny that kept kept things going. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said this right here is beautiful because a lot of people normally it's late now, but people usually go on and watch these interviews after after later on YouTube when I edit and stuff like that, or I put on IG Live, they will watch it. But but you definitely did that for us, man. For me, Big, everybody, and some people just some people don't like to give props when it's due. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a dude with a nice jacket, they stare at it before they say, yo, that's a nice jacket. They just sit there and just look at it. Before they say, and that's what it is nowadays. That's what causes a lot of friction with people because a lot of people they get scared to express how they feel about anything.
Image. Black people have an image that's bad, and that we have that image which is due to slavery and all of that stuff, and due to the Jim Crow and the Willie Lynch and all of that. So we have an image that we got to portray. Like you ask a common dude, yo, where you get those sneakers from? It's bad, and he'd be like, China. Nigga, you didn't get them from no goddamn China.
Yeah.
How much it cost you? I'll pay 5 stacks. You didn't pay no 5 stacks. You wear nice sneakers with fake ass Gucci belt on. Stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we have an image and an image problem which is not good, and it tears us down. Cause like you said, I look at certain people shit and I like their jacket. They look at me like, what are you looking at? And I'm like, damn, I was gonna tell you your jacket was nice, but never mind now, cause you looking at me with your defenses out.
Yeah.
Like what I'm saying, son, you know me, nigga. No, I was gonna tell you that I like your goddamn sneakers, man. But never mind now.
But you see what you said, Prem? That's why it's good to just say it. You're my man. Instead of just steering, you're my man. I ain't trying to interrupt your conversation, but you killed that. That's it. Because the more, I say, it shouldn't take a person 5 minutes to give a person a compliment. Because it does come off like that, right? In this cold world now, you got to have this wall up in defense up because anything can happen. You really can't trust them, so you got something to say and just say it. Because if you stay there, because if I was staring at you, Prince, you'd be like, yo, D, what you looking at? If I'm just staring at you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not me. I'm not that type.
But you will feel a certain way.
I'll be on point, right? I'll be like, did I do something to this nigga or something? Because I've been in a lot of shit. But I'm not gonna give you the like, yo, what's up? Even why? I just don't look at you. I turn the other way because I'm an arrogant motherfucker anyway. So I don't really,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yo, Pring, check this out, Pring. You said that you got the podcast coming. You about to do some things like that.
Yeah.
Parties. How can people get in touch with you as far as with this? I mean, give them some information how they can get in contact.
Well, they can log on to my Facebook at Will Supreme, WILSUPREEME on Facebook, and on Instagram is Supreme113. Or you can contact me at 718-913-7652. That's 718-913-7652. I do parties. I even do funerals. But it got it right. You got it right. And There's a lot of things that I'm going through now because I want to get this shit while I got a chance. And I got a DVD that I'm working on that's coming out with you down with it with the help of you. So we're in the stages of doing that right now. I'm just living life, you know.
No, Preem, you deserve it because, and I'm glad that I want people to really chime in. Like I'm glad you put up. I want really people to really follow you now. That's gonna watch later on. You got to follow Supreme. You got to follow Supreme because he about to do something major with his DVD, and we're not gonna get into it. But it's a motivational, inspiring, true story about Preem, and it's just beyond Preem. It's like it's what we talk about right now. You're gonna see why I had to give him his roses because as it goes on, you're gonna see what type of inspiration this guy was right here, man. He's very inspirational, man. He don't get the credit. You get it, but you don't want it. I know, Preem, you like, man, I'm just gonna do what you want to do. But far from my end and from my platform, what I'm trying to create right now, I just want to bring awareness to good people like such as yourself that does extraordinary things that get unnoticed. You know what I'm saying? Because you inspire people, man. And this is what this is about right now. Like even a person would come up to me and like D, and I don't do it for that. I just do something that I love. Right. But if it inspires you, then that's great. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Whatever, and I hope that help a person to be able to be more creative and inspirational to others. Because this is what we need right now, Preem. Like this pandemic going on, this president we have,
which is fake.
It's bad. Yeah. I mean, how you feel about that? How you feel about what's going on now, Preem?
Well, I'm gonna say two things. I'm gonna say one thing first. I'm gonna piggyback on that, then I get to the corona thing. I learned this. The best job to do is the job that you love to do. You get people that go to work, they can't stand their fucking job because you don't love to do it. God damn, I gotta go to work. Fuck, shit. But when you're doing something that you really like to do, you ain't got no problem with it, especially if you get paid for it. That's the best thing in the world, to do a job that you love to do. And me, I love music. I love film. I love acting. I love comedy. I love to genuinely do that. And so I said to myself that I'm going to get into that, and I don't have to work for nobody no more because everybody else is working for themselves now too, especially the black race. This corona thing, I want to get on that corona.
Brent, you want to say before you
it's a man. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, Brent.
I was going to say that there was a lot of noise in the background. This corona thing.
Yeah, Preem. I'm sorry, Preem.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
What you're saying.
That's all right. That's all right. This corona thing, I want to get to that with the voting. All of this plays together. I personally think that the corona thing is a hoax. I'm not saying that it's not real. I know that it's some disease out here, but it ain't what they're saying that it is. Because if they were saying that it is, if they're saying the numbers that they're saying, the deaths that are being caused by this, it would be people dead in the streets, literally laying in the street. They said 50,000, 100,000 dead. I don't know. Can't even name 10 that that actually died. If it was like that, the way that they're saying it, you would be, let's say, walking down the block and you would see somebody just fall, blam. If it's that terrible, that the way that they're saying it. So we got to do the knowledge. We don't think. We listen to everything that the government's saying. We take it on face value. I'm going to give you a good example. The face mask. They say, oh, you got to have a face mask on, a face mask. That's not going to stop no motherfucking airborne disease when something comes to you. A mask. So you mean to tell me now, and somebody taught me this, and it makes a lot of sense. So I got the mask on. I'm stopping corona. As soon as I go to eat. So you mean to tell me when I eat now, the mask is off. So what happens? The corona stops and wait till you finish eating, and then it comes back when you put the mask back on?
It makes sense. Makes sense, right? It makes sense, Brain.
And then
it makes sense.
Yeah. And then they say you got to be 6 feet apart, so it don't go 6.1 feet over. It stops directly at 6 feet. It goes right there, and then it drops. Now, not only that, it's because we got to think, man. The reason why they're doing this that is simple. We've been coughing since the day we've been born. Everybody's been coughing. So, you coughing and that bullshit. And now they say, wash your hands. We've been washing our hands for God knows how long. Come on, that's fucking hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer ain't nothing but fucking soap. A good soap. Yeah. And they say that this is supposed to cure you. Quarantine yourself. You do that shit when you got a cold. Go in the house, drink some goddamn tea, lay in the house, and just stay the fucking soap. And it's so stupid and idiotic. And they do that to see if we're gonna go for it. Now I can say this. When you do go to the hospital for whatever you may go to the hospital, I personally think that they are killing us. Because I like to say rest in peace to my friend Rome that just passed away yesterday. I don't think it was corona, and he didn't die of corona from what I'm getting, to my knowledge. But I've had a couple of friends that died. Rest in peace to Andre. Rest in peace to Yogi. Killer. We can go on and on and on. Not female Yogi. Yogi, yeah, from Harlem. No, not female Yogi. Not Yolanda.
God bless.
Yeah.
God bless.
Right. Right, because people get it mixed up. I live 2 lives. Anyway, you go to the hospital, they kill you. And then they say that he died from corona, but how do you know? Because you couldn't go visit the person. So you don't know what they do to you when you go behind them closed doors. You can't have no visit. Like, they can easily sedate you. Once they sedate you, they can do whatever the fuck they want. No autopsy is done, no nothing. They come out and say, oh yeah, corona. And we so stupid, we go, okay. Without any investigation, without any looking into it. I personally think they are killing us off because they're killing us for numbers. And our lessons to teach us about Yaku's history. That's something a little bit deep, but anybody who got knowledge of stuff know what I'm talking about. And they are paid to do this. These doctors and lawyers and nurses, they are paid to do this, to kill off the black race. They're trying to keep their numbers down because these white people, their life are dwindling. Their lifespan is short. Yeah. And then that's another thing that keeps us from loving each other. Now I can't touch you. Don't hug me. Don't come next to me. Giving you 5 like this and all of that bullshit to keep us separated. You got people that don't even want to go see their own family because they just fucking fake corona shit.
Yeah.
It's a hoax. They just want to see, and then they mix it in with the election to tell you that vote for Biden and he's gonna save the corona. How? How the fuck is he gonna have one devil, both evil?
Right, pray.
And shit. So why are we gonna go vote if they ain't got nothing for the black agenda? There's nothing. They ain't giving us nothing.
Yo, that's what they were talking about now. That's what, like, like what Ice Cube and them talking about now. Basically, like, they need to start giving us something for our votes. I mean, something writing, like to the point where whoever get elected. Because everybody's saying that they catering to black people. They want our votes. Our votes. The Trump administration and the Biden administration, they want our votes. All right. Why should we vote for you? And if we do vote for you and you win, it should be something writing for us.
Right.
Totally, let them know once I get in the office, I promise the black people this. And it should be agreed upon and given to us. You know what I'm saying?
And they're not even doing that. And they're not even, I didn't even cut you off. They're not even doing that. They try to shame us into voting, and they say that, oh, you should vote. And I hate to hear black people say this. They say that our forefather, they died so we can vote. No, they did not die so we can vote. They were murdered so they can vote. They were murdered by white people so they can to try to get vote for freedom, justice, and equality. They did not vote back then in the 60s and all during the civil rights for nothing. They was voting for something. Even if it was not to sit on the back of a bus or to eat at the counter, they was voting for something. We today are voting for nothing. Just because my grandmother was a Democrat, I don't give a fuck. At that time, they didn't know what they was going into. So now they try to shame us into voting, and they still not giving us nothing on the table. They not mentioning us nothing. So I give black people an example. I'm going to say this to the black race. Are you going to go to the store and buy a mop to sweep the floor with? No, you're going to look for a broom. Now, if you go to the store and you say, do you have a broom? They say, no, we got a mop. Well, you going to get a mop? They say, no, we're not going to get no broom. We're going to stay with the mop. You're not going to shop there at that store at all because they don't have what you want. It's the same fucking thing with a vote. If they're not giving you nothing, why are you going to get it? Then they're going to say, oh, it's the lesser of two evils. Evil is evil. There's no such thing as you got good cancer. No, you got cancer, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You got HIV. You got corona. You ain't no, oh, you got a little bit. You're going to die a little bit. No, you're going to die. And we vote for nothing and don't accept. They give the LGBT, they voting for a reason. They give them their gay rights, which is fine. They're supposed to. The Spanish, the immigrants, they vote for immigration and DACA. Fine. They're supposed to. Give what you're supposed to get. The whites, they're voting for keep this America gay again. Fine. Good. What are we voting for? Just because I'm a fucking Democrat? And the Democrats ain't even doing nothing for us at all. The Republicans are doing more than they're doing. So don't make no sense.
But Joe Brain,
let me get a
still
right.
I mean, what do you feel about the president that we have present now? How do you feel about him? I mean, because at the end of the day, you know, I just think that, you know, like with him, it's like I don't think he's qualified for the job. I don't think that he's I think he has his own agenda on he has his own agenda. You know what I'm saying, Preem? And what do you feel about Trump?
They all have their own agenda. They don't have we're not in there. We're not even in their discussion. So they all, Biden is just as a piece of shit as him. Biden is worse than Trump because Biden did us harm. This is one thing you can say. Okay, Trump, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But he hasn't done as worse as what Biden did. Look at the 94 crime bill that Biden did. You know how many people, our friends, went to jail 17 years. And you know them. We don't want to say their name. No nigga did 17 years. Another nigga did 20 years. Another nigga did. I turned it over because my battery was going dead.
I know. I had to turn the sideways show.
That's right.
Turn
right.
It over. Turn it another way.
If I turn it this way, I got to hold it in my hand. But I hold it right here for now. Anyway, if I turn it this way, or this way.
There you go. Right there.
Okay. Right. That's even better. Now, they sent a lot of our brothers away to a jail. 17 years, 20 years. Now, the guys who did the time, and we know who we're talking about, they didn't deserve to do 20 years. My nephew did 20. They didn't deserve to do all that. Okay, yeah, you deserve to go to jail. Fine. But not 20 years, 19 years, parole for life. You can't vote. Why? That's all the setup. And then when they come out, what are you going to say? I'm sorry? How the fuck is you going to fix that by saying you sorry? We need reparations. We need the damage. Me and you. They did damage to me too. I've been damaged behind the shit they did to me in my life. You've been damaged.
Yeah.
Come on.
We've been
I was on drugs, fucking with them.
Frank, what do you feel about, I know Nas is about to come out with a documentary about with the marijuana, the cannabis business and stuff like that, how they profits and offering it. Right. But you got, like you said, you have a lot of people that been in jail for pounds of marijuana and got hit with 30-year sentences and stuff like that just for selling marijuana. Right. So what do you feel about that? As them think they should just be like, nah, I seen a preview and he said, yo, everybody that got locked up for marijuana should be released right now.
We compensated. Should be compensated because I did time for my. Yeah, let them go. And the people that did do time for marijuana, because now you can go in the store and buy the shit now. Now that they done took it over, but you don't see no niggas with a CBD store. Now it's all white people and all them. Now they can sell weed because they fucking say so. But when we was sick, we taught them how to hustle. Just like we taught them the numbers game, how they took over the numbers and turned it into lotto. But the numbers game was by a black person from Harlem named West Indian Archie. That it was doing, then it went to Madam Queen. And then they took it over from there. Look at Dutch Schultz and all them gangsters. They stole our shit. So we should be compensated for what we did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, liquor. They legalized liquor because they couldn't stop it. And now they want to hold on for one minute. So.
And liquor is broke. liquor is worse than marijuana.
Way worse. Way worse. Way worse than marijuana.
I'm 7 years, 8 years clean now. All for marijuana, no other drug in my life. That shit did me worse than I think any drug. Besides dope and what's the other thing? Another
coke, crack, coke.
No, not coke, not coke. I know people function off coke. I'm just talking about what really destroy you and tear your ass up. Worse than crack, dope, and what's the other stuff they doing now with the methamphetamine?
That opiates and all that. Yeah.
That eats you up. I'm just talking about internal damage. You know, I know people who got high off of crack and been functional and they kept their well-being, their teeth and everything and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying, Preem? So I'm not saying that. I'm talking about how alcohol damages the inside.
Yeah.
And the only thing that is dope to me.
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes too, though.
Right.
Cigarettes too. The cigarette, Preem. So it's like
cigarette.
It's like, they legal, like you say, they legalized that. And marijuana does nothing but kill people. Like, but you still got this. Like you say, it's all a plan, Preem. It's all part of they a bigger plan. Like you say, you said it right, Preem. We're not even into the discussions that they have about anything. It's all a plan for them to keep us at a certain, keep us where we need to be.
Keep us in this economy. Do you know that the black dollar travels from out the hood only travels out the hood 3%. So that means that the money that you make out of your check, only $3 go back to the black neighborhood. The rest of it goes right back into other industry. You got Arab stores, you got Chinese restaurants, you got the Indians and Popeyes. With no niggas got nothing nowhere, but they are in our neighborhoods selling all this, taking the money, and they take the bag and they go back to their neighborhoods. And we spend our money, the money that we work for, their country or their neighborhood. And they don't know Arabs live around here. They live over there in Ocean Avenue, wherever the fuck they had, flatlands and all that other stuff. And they come every day, and they take a bag of money every day, and they take it out of our hood. We need our money to generate within our own hood, within ourselves. And the government don't want to give us nothing to give it. We can't get off the top like this. Give us reparations that are owed to us.
Hey, but
our forefathers made the White House.
Hey, yo, Preem, and I'm glad you brought that point up right there, because like I said, this pandemic thing was a gift and a curse, because we lost a lot of lives, and like you say, unfortunately, God bless all the people who lost their souls to Corona, but a lot of people that's surviving, and you got all these scammers out here, whatever. Everybody got survived, so you don't knock nothing what nobody doing. But these are opportunities right now, Preem, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want you got your hand on
the camera. Good. I'm just moving. I'm moving. Good.
Preem, these are opportunities right now that all this money that everybody's getting through grants and stuff, I don't care if you're scamming. Do something with that money. You got dudes coming up with millions. You got dudes coming up with millions, hundreds of thousands. And they just buying cars and Ferraris and shit like that, Preem. This is the time right now where a lot of businesses closed down. And then you got that money, put that into something and make it happen. So I think this is a perfect opportunity for us to really buy back the blocks, Primo.
Right.
What do you think about that?
You're right. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. But the problem is that a lot of us don't see it. Me and you see it, and maybe 5, 10 other people see it. But all, like you said, everybody getting over with this fucking unemployment and the stimulus, and we fucking it up. We ain't even doing nothing to mark it back. They couldn't wait till the damn beauty parlors open back up so they could put that red shit back in their hair and get their nails done and the yellow eyebrows and all of this shit. And just like you said, it is a gift and a curse because they are losing. These white people are losing out. These businesses are being hurt, and it ain't because we ain't got shit, so we ain't losing. We supposed to gain off of this right now because we ain't had shit anyway. All of these shit that's boarded up and all of this. Come on.
Yeah,
that's like you say, I think this is the best time to buy back the blocks. Because it's things out here, it's open. I'm walking past places. Hey, yo, Rod, what up, Rod Diddy? You know, I'm walking past places every day that they closing, people going out of business. You know?
Yep.
I don't know if you've been in the neighborhood in a minute, but you know they closed Jumbo's down. Abraham's.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, all that's closed.
I did not know that neither. I heard about that. I didn't know that. I heard about that. I did not know that. Yeah.
It's only
right.
There's only one store open over there, and I think that's the it's a little restaurant there next to.
I heard the laundromat is still there. I heard the laundromat is just there.
What I'm telling you is only one store open on that side besides the laundromat that's open.
Right.
Jumbo's is closed. I mean closed. Everything else, the beauty salon, I think all that's closed. So they're about to
ASOS, all that.
Done. You know what I'm saying, Premium? And that's why I say, people got to open their minds up. Because I know what I'm doing, Preem, and I know what you do. And like I said, I learned a lot from you, Preem. And that's why I'm glad that you about to do your thing with this documentary. Because you got so much knowledge and you've been through so much. People need to know. They need to look at it and learn. You know what I'm saying, Preem? Or they just need to really watch it and stay tuned. Cause I'm gonna push that with you. I don't want nothing from you, Preem. I just want to see you win. Cause I know if anything will work out with you, you always gonna have me like you always had me when I was a kid. So I don't worry about that.
You know I got you.
I just really want. I think it's time for people to start informing, others on just give us some, give us some insight on a lot of things, just life, period. Because I start this right here, pretty, to make yourself hot.
I see.
Do the pandemic though, but that's why I say it's a gift and a curse. Because, like I said, we lost so many people, but it opened my mind up, man. And I noticed that, and then with the clothing brand and stuff, I got the clothing brand, making sell our clothing brand. I got the podcast, I do my music, and I'm not, like I said, it's not as lucrative as I wanted to be, but I'm doing something. My mind's in the right space. But above it all, Preem, is I see a lot more people doing it that I know. And I'm like, yo, see, that's the whole thing. Don't be in competition with me, or don't do it because I'm doing. You know what I'm saying, Preem? I feel good, and the person may look at like they're in competition or something. I'm looking at like, yo, my job is done. My job is working because I'm inspiring somebody to do something, Preem. That's all I want. That's all I want. I don't need nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I wish. That's
gonna come with it. With a lot of people, like I said before, you do what you love. That's gonna come with it, regardless. Your blessings, your money, all that is gonna come when you don't look at it as a competition. Oh, I'm trying to make money, because then now you're not looking at it for the love. You're looking at it for the dollar, and it always fucks up that way. But if you just doing what you're doing, that shit comes so easy. It comes so fucking easy. You'd be surprised how that shit comes. I know for me, it comes. We got a saying that the drug sells itself.
Yeah, exactly.
And this knowledge is like a drug.
Yeah, exactly, Preem. And that's what I love about it the most is that, like I said, it's not really lucrative the way it's supposed to be. It's moving slowly, but I noticed that it's waking people up that I know, and they starting to.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta say dubs or whatever. You ain't gotta do that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want, like how you was Preem. You don't want to hear that. Yo, Preem, you did this, you did that. No, I don't want to hear that because I didn't do it. Right. Because I loved it. Now, if it inspired you, then I'll take that. But I'm not going to have you sitting here, praising me all day. Oh, Preem, the God. Don't do that, man. Right. I don't do it for that. But I notice things, and I'm like, yo, I think that's why I'm glad that, I have the children brothers like you. And Ferg and certain people like Ferg. I told the Ferg the other day, he just started, he had a barbershop. Nobody know, Preem. He had a barbershop.
Wow. I don't know that just now.
He did, but Ferg always come here, but he opened a barbershop at 21, 22 years old.
Nobody was in.
Okay, yeah.
No, I'm just saying. Only young kid, only young one ran our way that opened a barbershop at that age, and this is why I be want to inform people that we have extraordinary people around that walk past us every day, and y'all don't even know it, or y'all know it but don't pay attention to it, because you might look at a guy like you don't acknowledge it. You might look at a guy like Preem, like, damn, how Preem survived? How does he survive? Because we don't. Every time I see him, he always looking nice, and he always dressing nice, and he always. How is he surviving? And these are the things that people need to start paying attention to. What's around them? Because you can learn something. Don't look at. You know, because the dude that come through with the BMW and the Benz and the chain on probably don't even own. He probably still in his grandma's house. He probably still in his mother's house on the couch. But he got a bank account. He probably in debt with somebody or whatever. Not saying that's the case all the time, but I'm just saying though, we pay attention
the
to
majority of the time. Majority of the time. We brought it to the wrong people for the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reason. Instead of looking at somebody that's doing it. You know, please. So, like I said, I'm just happy that I was able to, kick it with you, praying. We got a lot of work to do, man. And this right here is another motivation. Because, like I said, you praying. So, I'm just prepping you up for what you're about to get into. This is a prep up because, you're about to be doing this a lot.
Yeah.
You got to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? So,
I've been doing this since I've been starting already. I can say this. I can say this much. One thing, though. I do like what you're doing, though, and I appreciate what you're doing. And it's going to be this social media is a blessing also, because a lot of people wasn't woken up without the social media. And I'm telling it, God's honest truth. A lot of people who didn't have knowledge of self are now starting to get knowledge of self. This is the worst thing that the white man, they hate this shit. Oh, they hate this shit. Because now we could talk to each other and we could really say what the fuck is going on, and it could go around the world. And they like, hold up, these niggas is not supposed to be doing this.
Hey, yo, Pre, they go Ferg right there. I just told you up, Ferg.
Yeah, what's going on, Ferg?
Just told you up, Ferg. I was just telling Pre, like, like Pre destroyed every guy, but just telling him that he didn't know that you started a barbershop at 21 years old.
20. Yeah, I didn't know that. You know what
I'm saying? It's destroyed every guy. Put the Biggie tournament together. When nobody would even think about it. But see, like I say, these things that are unnoticed and people don't do it. They don't do it like you and him. Y'all don't do it for the recognition. You do it because you love it. You do it because you see that it's something.
Ferg been doing that for a while. He's been doing his thing. I give him props. I always like Ferg anyway. He always been about his business. And at a young mind, and he always been, he don't play. And I always respected him. Always.
You got to be
so you know you my nigga.
That's why I did tilt my head off my boy, because come on.
Salute.
Come on, man. Like, where we come from, we have a lot of extraordinary people, man, that walk past us all day and doing extraordinary things, man. And they need, and from this platform I got, man, I'm a always spread the word. You whether the niggas like it or not, you know what I'm saying? I'm always spread the word because I think it's that time people need to see certain things like this because there's so much going on now. Maybe open their minds up, like we just said, get this pandemic money. Everybody get this pandemic money and they buying belts and jackets and stuff like this and all that other necessary stuff when you could be doing something extraordinary, just like Brother Ferg did. Open up something. You're young. Open up something.
If you too, man. And I think that this, I love you too, Ferg. This thing is social media. Everybody should get a podcast, so this way we can relate to each other and see what's going on and let each other know and what each one teach one. What I don't know, what I could teach you, you might not know. You can teach me what I don't know. You can learn from a baby, and we need to teach the people who do not know. A lot of people, just like, and I'm going to go back to the voting thing. Everybody talking about vote. When at the end of the day, it's going to be done by the electoral colleges who's going to say who's the winner. So what the fuck am I voting for? And a lot of people don't even know what the electoral college is. They think it's a goddamn college. Stupid motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They really think it's a college.
That's why you break it down. Break it down, Prince. For those who don't know, just give me just like you teach one teacher.
Right, because if it was done by if the voting system was done by the popular vote, Hillary Clinton would be the president right now. She won by the popular vote over 9 million votes, but they didn't go by the popular vote. They go by the electoral college, just like they're going to do on this election. And the electoral college is set up by the senators. By each state has at least the most people with the most population, if I'm correct, or the least population. If you got a lesser population, you have more senators, and the senators go in a secret room and they vote on who the president is going to be. So your vote is the reason why we vote is just to see that democracy works. They just want to see if people are still brainwashed enough to go out and vote, but your vote don't mean shit because it's not going to count at the end of the day. If everybody in the United States voted for Biden on election day, everybody, and Trump only had one vote, and the electoral college says that Trump is the president, he'll be president again. Presidents are not elected, they are selected. It's different. And then us as a black people, we always worried about the presidency when we should be worried about the local vote, assemblyman, borough president. That's the shit that has something to do in our neighborhoods, not the fucking president. The president is really for military and global warming and shit like that. You know, the big shit, oil and trade and all that. He's not for, a nigga got shot by the police, what you gonna do? That's where your assemblyman comes in at, your senators coming at, and your congressmen. That's who we need to concentrate on. When you go to show you another thing, when people go to vote, and we've been doing this all our life, me, you, and all of us. Say like we're gonna go vote. We go in there and we click Trump. All them other buttons, we just go click. They don't even know what the fuck we click. And we've all done it. We all have done it. And them people that you put in office, you don't even know what the fuck you're doing. You put the people in the vote that's gonna hurt you, but you just can concentrate on that one vote, that one person. And that's bad because we don't even know we don't even know politics.
Like you say, Preem, with me, to be honest, to everybody, as you know, to everybody, this is the first time I ever voted in my life. I felt the same way you felt. I felt like, they're gonna put whoever they want in, that's what it is gonna be. But I really feel the need that it is necessary for everybody to vote. I really believe that. You know what I'm saying? I really believe it does make a difference.
It does.
Even though it does make a difference.
It does.
But like
I'm not saying don't vote. I'm not saying don't vote. I'm not saying don't vote.
No, Brent, I know what you're saying, but my thing is what you said though is very important. We need to start the local votes for the local for what matters to us. That's what we should be focusing on. We need to be pushing the narrative on that. All right, the president, we can vote for that. Right. But let's see our local congressmen and this, that, and third. Know who's the best for your state, your community, whatever. And this is what we need to be focusing on more than anything. You know what I'm saying?
And not only that, even if you is going to vote for the president, at least know what you're voting for and go in there with the agenda to vote. To have an agenda to vote. Don't just vote just. That's the case. Then vote for me. I'll run for that shit then. If that's the case, I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna fuck it up on purpose.
But well, brief. They did it for Trump.
Exactly. I know how to hustle. I'll show him how to make some. I'll show America how to make some fucking money.
Yeah, he just went up in there and his celebrity status and never been a politician a day in his life about anything and then won. Yeah. Like I said, but like I say, I think it's necessary that we educate ourselves and each one teach one, and try to hopefully come into 2021 with a better perspective of life. We don't know what's 2 more days to the election. We don't know what's going to happen. But whatever it is,
gonna win.
Yeah, I hope to say that. I hate to say that, Prince, and you get my nerves too, Prince. Now you know why you get my nerves, Prince.
What?
Yo, you said that one night we was watching boxing. You said Mike Tyson will get his ass spanked.
Oh, you did that night. You did. I remember when D-Mac wanted to fight me. Oh, you did that night, right? D-Mac wanted to fight my ass so bad.
Don't pray. For me, you in America, please keep that to yourself, please. But somebody, you gotta pay that Trump shit to yourself, Brad. I don't think we ready for another 4 years of him, man. I really
listen, it can't be no worse. It can't be. I'm gonna say this and then I gotta go. It can't be no worse than any other president, right? It can't be no worse than any other president. Now, the reason why I say he's gonna win because the black people not really coming out to vote this time because they don't got faith in Biden. That's why. I'm not saying it because of what I'm talking about, reparations. Ain't that many people crazy about him. Now, when Obama was running, you seen the difference. Everybody knew he was going to win. Because the energy was way stronger. This energy is so loud, especially with this corona. Come on. And then they doing this voter suppression and voter fraud and stopping people from voting and doing the mail-in ballots and all of this bullshit. This corny. That's why I say he's going to win. He's going to win by all the fucked up bullshit that they doing. All the tricks, the bag. They got the trick bag. That's why I'm saying that. I'm not saying that I want him to win. I'm just keeping it fucking real. He's going to win because it's all fucked up, man. This is fucked up. It's rigged.
Hey, yo, Pray. But listen, on that note, Pray, because, I want to tell you something too, though, Pray. What you said, what we talking about earlier about this social media thing. And it was bugging me out too, though, because a lot of brothers is speaking up and speaking out. And the trickery now is that they censoring certain topics people talk about now.
I know, some people, I know, especially YouTube.
That's the bad thing. So, like I said, we got to really be careful. And we need, like you said, we just need to really start trying to build all our black scientists and stuff like that for the people. They got to really dig in deep and try to figure out how we can create, platforms and social media, social outlets that we can control. Because we don't control.
Well, it's our time. I know, but it's our time. This is a curse by law.
You see what they did to Farrakhan. They just banned him off of Facebook. Banned them, which was illegal because they have freedom of speech and say what you need to say. You know what I'm saying? And if people don't like it,
but like you said, it ain't ours. It ain't ours.
But it ain't ours.
We can't control it. Right. Once we control our own shit, then we have our own outlet. But we gotta have a fucking what's name to go up in the sky to put a satellite up there for our own shit.
Yeah.
Think about it. Because no matter what, you gotta go through these white motherfuckers to do whatever.
Listen, if a nigga know how to take somebody ID and they know how to remember the Metro cards?
I know you're gonna say
we can get around all this. There's a way. If there's a will, there's a way, Pray. But I want to say this, Pray, before you go. I go, I love you, Pray. I'm glad I had this conversation with you. I want to give you roses, tell you I love you. I want people to understand that this is an extraordinary guy. He did so much for us in our neighborhood, and you need to be recognized for it. And I love you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Love you too, man. Love you too.
I love you, Preem. And thanks for this.
I love you too, man. I love everybody that came in tonight too.
Yeah, they're gonna chime in. I'm gonna definitely send it to you. But Preem, hold on, don't do nothing. Let me.
Stacy.
I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna
let you do it. I'm gonna let you do it.
And then I'm gonna shut this down. It's been another episode of Smell of Roses docu-series with my brother Preem, my big brother Preem. My OG, yes, I'm not an OG gangster. This is an OG that teaches something. See, everybody got OGs, but if the OG teaches you something and showing you how to a better way of living, then stop calling him OG. He just
straight up. He's just alive.
Yeah, he's alive. Yes. Yo, Prim, I love you, Prim, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Love you too. All right, man. Peace.
All right.